This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare. So are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors goes into my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught me the truth. And much love and peace and blessings goes out to all you hopeful elect brothers that are teaching the word of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, in truth and sincerity. So I wanted to do this lesson pretty much going into the spirit of how the world versus how brothers are maneuvering. Because when you look at the state of the world, you know, as being a brother in the faith, you see these people are totally gone right now, especially here in America, which is a country I reside. Look, man, these people are done. They're in the glaze. It's like they got glazed donuts replaced for their eyes, man. Their eyes are glazed over as to what is the bigger picture of what's going on. And the fact of the matter is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is about to destroy them. And that makes the scriptures ring true. Because like the scripture I brought out in the beginning, just like fish and birds are caught in the evil net and they don't know, they're not perceptive of it. It's just the same thing as it comes down to this the people at large today. They have no idea what's about to befall them. And also part of the title I want to give it, because I was going to title this, These People Don't Know What's Going On, and revisiting a dream that I had, right? Because a dream that I had, this was several years ago, actually. It's probably about 3 years ago. But it's so prevalent, like the spirit has been making me meditate on this dream a lot right now, because it seems as if that dream back then, we're in that exact time now. Because, you know, when you look at what's going on, juxtaposed to the prophecies, man, we're so close. We're closer now than ever to the end. We're closer now than ever to Jacob's trouble breaking off. And, you know, mass food riots, all kind of mass destruction, man, death, chaos, the worst horror and apocalyptic movie you can watch. Hey, it doesn't have nothing on what's about to break loose on the earth, right? So pretty much that dream that I had, like in a lot of dreams I have, I was at my grandmother's house. But it's weird because she has a front lawn, which is only about the size to be able to fit 3-4 cars in it, right? But in the dream, her lawn looked like a huge field. And there was thousands of people, like literally thousands of people, all marching in one direction. Like they were in a circle. They were in a complete circle, but there was something in the middle of the circle which they were moving towards, which I couldn't see because I was actually in the midst of this crowd, right? I was in the spirit looking at these people walk towards this whatever they were walking towards, because I didn't know what it was yet. So I looked around and I looked at the people's eyes, and it was like they were in a daze. They were in a trance, as if. And it's funny, too, because Esau had just did his thing with CERN recently. And we know that unleashed all types of demons. And I don't know about you, brothers, but I feel like people are just super demonic, man. They have no idea what's going on. And not just that they're ignorant. They have spirits in them. Like now more than ever. And I'm a brother that's been in this truth for a few years at least. And just comparing when I first came into the truth till now, hey, when you spiritually perceptive, you can see these people got demons on them like never before. You know, that's why in the scriptures, it goes into people, you know, casting your name out as evil and so forth. You know why? It's because the demons on them. That's how it's prophesied. That's how it's manifesting. So going back to the dream, I was walking and I looked at these people and they all had like this daze, like it's like their eyes were replaced with like spinning circles. You know, like how somebody is brainwashed and they got that little circle machine that's spinning and then their eyes start spinning like the machine that they're looking at. That's what people's eyes were like. So I guess that sparked some curiosity in me, and I was like, wait a minute, let me go see what these people are walking towards. So I go and walk towards where these people are, what these people are attracted to, because it's like, that's was what it was. They weren't just walking towards this thing, they were attracted to it. Like it was pulling them, the thing was pulling it towards them. And as I get to the midst of this crowd, man, I parted two people from behind me, and all I see is this huge ditch. It had to be the size of it had to be the size of like I want to say like a small stadium, like a baseball stadium. That's how wide this hole was. It was wide as the surface of a baseball stadium, like when you're looking at it from a bird's eye view, but it was just a hole. But it wasn't just that, man. This hole was glowing with fire. The hole that was in the hole seemed to, that was just how big the hole was, but it went down for, man, it seemed like it went to the center of the earth. And that's, look, don't get it confused by listening to this video and think I'm talking about hell, because I'm not. But that represents the destruction these people are about to fall into, because that hole was filled with fire. It was glowing bright with fire, and people, I didn't see what was going on as these people were walking towards this hole, but now I seen it. These people that were attracted to this hole, and they were in the glance, they were falling into it and being destroyed. They were falling into this hole and fucking getting burnt up, man. Their lives lost, and they didn't know, but they were still attracted to it. Led into. That's why the scriptures go into, my people are led as a flock to the slaughter, man. Because those flocks, look, when a flock of sheep are led to be killed, they have no idea what's about to happen to them. They're just being led there. And that's exactly the state of these people in my dream. And that's exactly the state of these people right now, man. They're lusting after sports again. They're lusting after the cares of this world all over again. And look, the only reason why people were down during the pandemic and all of that stuff, the only reason what upset them is because they couldn't cater to their flesh back then. It's not as if they were humble to listen to the voice of the Lord. No. These people right now in 2022, October, they're right back into their lust that they were doing before the Most High brought that, shook up America and the world a bit. So that's why the Most High about to go even harder. He's seeing who's sincere and who's not. So as I seen these people, fall into this hole, that scared me. So immediately I run. I go to running, and I actually seen someone walking towards this hole, which Yahweh Shem Shai recently separated me from. You see what I'm saying? So everything happens for a reason, brothers. So as I'm running, I go to, because like I said, looked like it was in my grandma's yard. But as I go to the yard, to the sidewalk to cross the street, there's this hill that leads upwards, and there's brothers on the hill. And the brothers are trying to help me up. And then as I'm climbing up this hill, I wake up, man. I wake up. So, hey, that's pretty much the situation of what's going on, man. These people are being led because, look, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's the manipulator of wickedness as far as what's going on in the earth. On a deeper level, the Most High is controlling him. But he's that ring leader when it comes to wickedness, because his evil device, which he's going to bring, is the MOTB, right? And that's what people are being set up for, man. Right now, they're getting UC. Esau, he does everything 10 steps ahead, because these people, see, Esau stripped people of their comforts, let them realize what it was like to be in a state of disarray and without being able to do certain things, right? So they know how that feels. Now Esau has allowed things to open up. People are letting loose. They're going harder than ever before when it comes to trying to make it in this world and lust after certain things, which is not of the spirit, lust after worldly things. So now the psychology is to where when Esau takes it away again, these people are going to be in a super state of desperation. And that's what's going to get people to take that MOTB, man. So the MOTB, the economic collapse, hey, that's right around the corner, man. That's right around the corner. So here, I want to get, actually, let's get Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. You see that? Because that's what is going to keep us stable as things move further towards that perdition, man, towards that destruction. What's going to happen, man? All right. Wisdom and knowledge, the wisdom and knowledge that's contained in the scriptures, the fact that we have holy angels protecting over us, which is confirmed by the scriptures. The fact that brothers are going to get spiritual powers contained in the scriptures. The fact that our waters and our food will be sure in the times of distress is the wisdom of the scriptures, man. And we, through experiencing this truth, we learn how to hold it down and maneuver wisely through situations that we go through. You know what I'm saying? We don't do things in operation of the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're irritated, anger. I mean, brothers have that. You make that mistake sometimes, but it's important now more than ever to get over that and see the wisdom of the scriptures and see clearly, have a clear head and clear mind about you. Now's the time for clarity for brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Or it should be. It should be. It's time to clear your heads up. And that's why the Most High is shaking up the house of Israel right now. A lot of brothers are getting shooken up. A lot of brothers are getting put in certain predicaments. But at the same time, your mind is becoming more clear. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is showing you certain things. And he should be, lest you be a reprobate. Here, let's go here to Luke 13:24. It says, strive to enter in at the straight gate. And what does the straight gate represent? The gate represents the entries unto life, the entries unto the everlasting kingdom that was promised by Yahweh Shai. And you enter into that straight gate once you partake of this truth, once you partake of this knowledge, man. So this Yahweh Shai, he told us to strive for that. And when you're striving, you're fighting, because you're going to be fighting against forces of the flesh and outside forces trying to play on your flesh as well. Women, maybe a situation with your children, situation at your job, maybe your family, because it's really, actually, it's really selective when it comes to how Satan can, get at you in certain ways. Like, it's only so much his ass can do. Because so that's why it's, we have hope, that Satan to come and fuck with your car, or he'll fuck with your other forms of transportation, mess with your money, mess with your job situation, put a demon on your woman, put a demon on a family member, even put demons on your children. Because some of you brothers out there have older children that are starting to come against you, man. Or just, maybe a younger child that's simple as hell and don't want to understand certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let that stuff get to you. You just have to keep pressing forward in this truth. Strive to enter in at the straight gate. It says, for many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able. You see? Because many are going to look. It's true that, look, there are many so-called brothers that have came into this truth and ended up falling out. So those were people that sought to enter in and they were not able. But the scriptures say many shall seek to enter in. Because you know why? These people are going to be begging and pleading to get up out of here when they see their ultimate fate, which is nuclear missiles, man. That's when they're going to feel like they want to change and repent and they're so sorry, but their ass going to burn up, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to burn up. Okay. And it says, once the master of the house is risen up and has shut to the door, and you begin to stand without and knock at the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. And he shall answer and say unto you, I know not whence ye are. You see? Because certain people are going to be calling on the Lord. Certain people are going to be calling on Yahweh Shai. And this really goes into fake Israelites. And even certain people who we may have taught in the past, certain family members we taught, break down the name Yahweh Shai to them, or our women. When Yahweh Shai closed that door to them, that's when they're gonna want to get it. They're gonna want to, oh, what was that name? Oh, Yahweh Shai. Oh, Yahweh Shai, help me, help me. I'm about to get killed, or this situation or that situation. And that's why Yahweh Shai's response is gonna be, I don't know you. I don't know who you are. You're not of the elect. You're not of my chosen. It says, then shall you begin, and there's two, a heavy part of that, these false Israelite camps. Like we see in a lot of the apostles are doing a lot of videos against the IUIC. They're prime candidate of receiving this type of treatment from the Lord. It says, then you shall begin to say, we have eaten and drunk in thy presence, and thou hast taught in our streets. But he shall say, I tell you, I know not whence ye are. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity. Yeah, because iniquity is sin upon sin. And that's what a lot of our people that are in the world are actually building. They're building on sin, like these Israelite groups. Brother did a video about the GOCC trying to intervene in one of their members' marriages, man. And that's a rumor, but if it be true, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised about that whatsoever. Because a lot of these men that call themselves Israelites, they're stacking wickedness upon wickedness and not doing right by the Lord. And that's why the Lord is going to reject them. That's why you got to be in a repentant and humble spirit towards the Most High. Because even though we fall, we have to ask the Most High to forgive us and keep pressing forward, change and reform us to do better. But a lot of these Israelite camps, they don't even have a repentant spirit. They think they got it. We got the fancy garments. We got the biggest Passover. So they're good. I doubt whether a lot of these dudes even come before the Most High asking for forgiveness in their personal time and their personal prayers, man. As proud as they are. It says, this is going to be the predicament when Yahweh Shai casts these workers of iniquity out. It says, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth when ye shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom of the Most High, and you yourselves thrust out. See that? These people are going to be thrust out, man. And just going back to that dream, many people fall into that ditch. They fit in that category, because I can't say whether those people were specifically Israelites or they was just the world in general and so forth. But hey, these people are gonna feel it. So let's go to Philippians. Philippians 1:27, it says, only let your conversation be as it becometh the gospel of Hamashiach, that whether I come and see you or else be absent, I may hear of your affairs, that ye stand in one spirit, with one mind, striving together for the faith of the gospel, and in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them. And really what that's speaking on, let your conversation as become Hamashiach, is our conduct and our words. Because brothers, we should be trying to keep the laws to our best ability, as well as doing videos, as well as being good brothers, etc., humbling ourselves to the will of the Most High. That's having your conversation as it become the gospel of Hamashiach, just like Hamashiach, he suffered, he went through certain things, he did miracles, he taught lessons. That's what our conversation is supposed to mirror. Hey, he was patient. Scriptures say Yahweh Shai, when he went through things, he reviled not. Some brothers got to retain that to your spirit, man. Don't revile. Don't try to play get back with these people in the world. Let them have it. Because scriptures say when Yahweh Shai was chastised by men, he reviled not, but he committed himself unto him that judges rightly. How do you commit yourself unto him that judges rightly? You got to let these people be. If they have certain plans against you, let them plot. But you pray unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for the wisdom of what to do. And he'll give it to you. And he'll intervene. And he's going to intervene as things move forward, man. You better believe that. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It says, and in nothing be terrified by your adversaries, which is to them an evident token of perdition. So when these people seek to come against us, the so-called white man, the regular Joe Schmo that's going to be, feeding into that narrative of us being terrorists, so-called, because they're going to paint us as terrorists, but hey, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? That is an evident, that treatment towards us is an evidence that they're going to be destroyed. That's a curse unto them. When these people do wrong by people, brothers and sisters that have their conversation in Yahweh Shai, when these people do wrong by us, that's a coin. They receiving a coin, a certain set judgment for them to get destroyed, man. They're putting a curse on themselves. Hey, I'm not against putting curses on people, but a lot of times the stuff manifests. When people do wrong to you, they get destroyed, man. Well, I shouldn't frame it like that, because yes, they will get destroyed, but when they do stuff wrong to you, that's an obvious metric that they're gonna pay for that. Like you should pray curses to your enemies and so forth, but the thing about it is the Most High is fighting for you. He got you as long as you stay on the right path. Like when people do wrong to you, hey, if you don't forgive them and so forth, and they don't get their act together and come in and apologize to you and right their wrongs, that's evidence that they're going to be totally wiped out by the Most High. And certain people are just set up for that, so they can receive a certain punishment, because it's off to the Most High's purpose. Certain people are set up and they're so hated by the Most High. They came into our lives to mess with us, whether it be a boss or whatever, to do that stuff. And then the Most High got something special for them. A lot of our worst enemies, brothers and sisters, man, hey, some of them going to be getting ate by lions. They're going to be getting limbs blown off, because they're faced worse than death. They're faced worse than just getting an instant bullet to your head or something and going to the spirit world. You know what I'm saying? These people can get mangled. Certain body parts turn to straight rigatoni, if you get me. Hey, and that's what you get when you mess with the Most High's beloved, man. He actually takes he doesn't take kindly to that shit. Because you brothers out there, even I know you brothers, you don't view yourself so high and mighty and so forth. You kind of, they don't view, a right brother wouldn't view himself like he got it or he's deserving of something before the Most High. So, it's not easy to speak on yourself as being high and mighty. But the point is, you may not realize it, but the Most High, when people do something to you, because you struggle with, the fact that you sin and so forth, and basically your self-image is not the image of what the Most High views you sometimes. So be that as it may, hey, when people harm us and hurt us, Salaki, I was kind of like processing what I wanted to say with that as I'm speaking. But when people do wrong to us, the Most High, hey man, that upsets him and angers him, and it will make him pour out wrath, and it will. It's going to. Even in the book of Revelation, it tells you that the judgment of Babylon have come because the Lord revenged his prophets. You see that? It says, but to you of salvation and that of the Most High, for unto you it is given in behalf of Hamashiach, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake. So the sufferings we going through, brothers, as for Hamashiach Yahweh's sake, because he's transforming you into the creature he wants you to be. And he's only making your eyes single through certain events. When you pray to have your eyes single, you better accept what comes with it. This truth is all about heartbreak and sorrow and lamentations and woe. But the thing about it is, those things are seasonal, man. Because the Most High breaks you down to build you back up in confidence and more power in the Holy Spirit He upgrades you, man. So you brothers just commit yourself to the Lord. You know, brothers going through all kind of situations, ailments, back problems, women problems, job problems. But all that stuff is making you better, man. It is. It truly is. So all praises goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, Shalom.